Hello and welcome to another DF Retro Play. This time we're going really retro. We're going back to the world of demo discs. I was looking through my storage and I found tons of demo discs in there, including this one from the official Xbox magazine. And since Audie, you have very little experience with the Xbox, I thought it would be fun to look at this.
Yeah, I never had Xbox back in the day, so I have never heard of most of these games on the demo disc. This is number 4, you said, from the demo disc line.
So this is just some of what's on there, and it'll be a mix of stuff, but this is just kind of to give an impression of where Xbox was pretty early on and what was in the demo disc world. So
I have a lot of fond memories of demo discs, though. I think that is an era that gave us a lot of better impressions of games than
That's
currently.
right. So I actually own a lot of these games already in full form, but it's kind of fun to look at the different demos out there, including this one here. I'm curious to see what they do to showcase this, because this is one of my favorite games on the Xbox.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, how was the demo disc situation at the Xbox, though? Did they mostly come from the Xbox magazine, or was there lots of magazines publishing?
No, it was
demos?
pretty much, in the US, it was pretty much the official Xbox magazine.
Oh, okay.
And I had a lot of those, actually, and because of the demo discs. Also, it's just a kudos challenge.
So this is Project Gotham Racers? Or Racing?
It is, yeah.
Which is a good game.
Aha, so it's the Z3 from this era. That's fun to see again.
And I have no idea about cars, John. So
I know.
You have to tell me if this is a real car or not.
They are,
okay.
yeah. It's a BMW Z3 or Z3. It's their little 2-door convertible. It's a fun little car. This was a good era for it. This was the pre-Bangle era, possibly. Yeah, this was.
Okay, so I'll pretend like you know what you talked about there.
Okay, so here we go. So yeah, look at this.
This looks amazing still, though, looking at the graphics.
Doesn't this look good?
Yeah. I mean...
Oh, I forget the controls. It's been a while.
So what happened to Project Gotham Racing? Like, what did that
They made
become?
4 of them.
Okay.
It's amazing, and then it went away.
The team, where are they now? Do you know?
They kind of split off into other areas, I think.
Oh, interesting.
I think at one point... Yeah, I actually can't say where they are. And okay, so I'm doing terrible here because it's been a while. The idea of kudos, essentially, there's different modes in this game.
Okay.
There's races and such, but this one with kudos, this is the same as Metropolis Street Racer.
Okay, yeah.
Where you're essentially performing like for instance, you want to drift around there, and you get kudos, but I keep crashing because I'm doing horrible at this. I'm completely out of practice here.
So how, this is exactly the same as the finished game then? Do you remember? Or did they upgrade the graphics?
No, this is the same. This is the same.
Exact same? Okay.
It looks like they just have a single race here, but the tracks are composed of different sections through a large city environment. And, some of them were racetracks, some were for this, all kinds of stuff like that. But it's just a beautiful, fun game. And the series, for me, I think PGR4 is probably the one.
I really think, though, with these demo discs that we became a little bit more exposed to different kinds of games, because when we pick up the magazines, they would have several demos on them. We'd play most of them, and that way get exposed to a lot more games, whereas now I think we curate our gaming way more with how the internet works.
Oh,
and
yeah, absolutely.
We get exposed to much less, because had I had a demo, I probably would have played this, at least, had a little bit more idea of Project Gotham Racing, and has some memories of it, whereas now, since I didn't have this demo, I have no idea.
Exactly.
It just looks amazing, though, for the time especially.
Yeah, right? Like, it's a beautiful 60 FPS racing game. Looks great. So I should note for the capture, we are actually using it in interlaced mode due to my CRT setup. The CRT is not multi-format, so I couldn't do 480p. It was just easier for the setup, but this does actually support 480p as well, which looks great.
This is being captured via the RetroTink, I assume?
It is. We're doing the RetroTink 5X. And so let's go back to the menu then, and go check out another demo. So,
all right.
I say we try. So I want to do Arctic Thunder because this is So this one is interesting because the PlayStation 2 version is horrendous.
Oh, is that
It runs at a very bad frame rate. And I'm curious. I've never actually played this on Xbox, and I have a feeling it's going to run a lot better.
So you don't own this one?
No, this is one I unfortunately have the PS2 version,
Oh.
and it's bad. It's not the version you want.
So it's kind of interesting about that because like there are a few games that came out on all consoles, like Sonic Heroes is another, which is
Yep.
awful on PS2.
Yep.
Huh?
Some of these PS2 ports were just rancid, dude. So this is looking pretty good so far. If the actual game is that smooth, this is going to be great.
Huh.
Now, this was never as good as Hydro Thunder, I feel.
So this is the sequel to that?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it is still, it's fun.
I saw Midway at the beginning of the screen, so... Huh. I see.
There we go. Oh, it is 60 FPS. Look at this.
Wow, this looks interesting then. Yeah, it looks very similar, by the way, to Hydro Thunder, huh?
Yeah. Man, I need to get the Xbox version of this then.
Yeah. What's going on with the screen here, though?
It's like an avalanche, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yes, there's a bit of Hydro Thunder, a little bit of Road Rash in here.
Yeah, basically. Because of the human element that was missing in Hydro Thunder.
And I saw you could, like, punch side to side.
Whoa. Get knocked off.
Wipeout. Yeah, this looks fun.
Yeah, it does.
So you're saying on PlayStation 2 this didn't run this smoothly then?
No.
All right.
I'll show you that version maybe later.
All right.
Or maybe we can slide a comparison in here real quick because
here.
it's horrendous.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Well, people are seeing it right now, so.
Oh, I have missiles? That's great.
Wow, this looks a lot of fun. So do you know if this game was kind of popular or not?
No, I don't think it was, but
huh.
This just illustrates again my point about demo discs being your point actually as well. Yeah. Is that, you know, it really kind of pushed you to just try stuff out.
Yeah.
And nobody's really doing demos anymore. I mean, I guess, you know, you have stuff like Game Pass now that kind of acts the same way.
Sort of.
But it's, I mean, it is technically kind of the same thing, but it's not that it's not immediate access. The thing with modern internet-based systems is everything requires a download, right? Whereas with this, once you get a demo disc, you just have a disc with everything ready to go.
I also think there's something to be said about like just impressions, because when you do a demo like this, you can select the stage you think is the best first impression. You can kind of get people situated a little bit more, and people take their time better with these demo discs. Back then we have much more time to sit down with each of them, whereas now with Game Pass, like you mentioned, you get the full game, but you get 40 other games at the same time. Full games.
It's hard to appreciate them all.
Play 10 minutes, you turn it off, you go to the next one, and I think people just they can't appreciate games the same way we did with these demo discs.
No, I think you're right. So yeah, that's Arctic Thunder. That's another fun one. So what are we at? Let's count the number of 60 FPS games, because this was the era of 60. So I think the next one we're going to try is not 60, but it is a crazy one.
All right, I'm excited.
I don't think you've heard of this one either.
So I played very little Xbox because I didn't have an Xbox back then. I actually only picked up an Xbox after meeting you and you saying I should.
Kakuto Trojan.
Oh, I know this, of course. Kakuto Trojan? Is this it?
This is Blood Wake. Kakuto Trojan is what got you to get an Xbox.
Yes, you play Kakuto Trojan for me, and I was like, I kind of need this, and I bought it.
No, this is the infamous Blood Wake.
Okay, is it infamous for good or bad reasons? All right.
I wouldn't say this is a great game, but it is an entertaining one.
So which controller are you using?
So I'm actually using the controller S here, which is the
not the Duke.
Right, and this is a special blue one that I have.
Well, you have pretty large hands. I'm guessing the Duke was no issue for you.
Well, my younger sister even used the Duke. She has small hands, so some people.
My friend had one, and I have very tiny hands.
Moving day.
All right.
Not garbage day.
What is this?
So Blood Wake is essentially Twisted Metal in boats.
No way. Is that true?
Yes.
With boats?
This is the story mode though, so you're actually just...
But like pirate boats? Oh, okay. Man, so this is the sequel that Waterworld never got.
That is correct.
Okay, so first of all, the water texture and like effect here is pretty bad in my opinion.
Well, for the time, this was pretty cool because it was shaders.
Sure, but like this to me does not look better than like Wave Race on N64, just dynamically.
I take issue with that.
Okay, well I think
you're probably right.
Look better than GT7.
That's true. That's true.
So you're in like this weird like Mad Max boats, and I saw like a pirate boat.
Yeah.
All right. So this is infamous for what reasons?
The concept.
Okay.
Because it's boat combat.
I mean, I like it. I'm digging this so far.
Who would do this today? Nobody. Nobody would make this game.
What are there even any like boat games today? Is Sea of Thieves, I suppose?
Sea of Thieves is great, but it is not like this.
No, but I mean.
But yes, that is one of it's one of the only boat games. There was also that one from Ubisoft that has been floating around for years and never seems to get finished.
I see what you did there.
Skull and Bones, was it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean the sea is vast and open. It's a good setting for a Ubisoft game. Lots of points you could put up, nothing to do.
That's true.
Well, I mean, this... I don't know how I feel about this. I can't keep... Like, I just think of Waterworld.
Yes. See, if this had been a Waterworld game with Kevin Costner in there, like...
Okay.
Imagine Kevin Costner, like, one-liners. Not that he...
I don't think he has them.
No, well, that's why it would be funny.
Yeah, I suppose so. So you're saying if this,
Woo,
if only this had been a Waterworld game in 2003,
Yeah.
it might have been successful? Is that what we're at
Yes,
now?
that's where we're at.
All right. There was Waterworld games though, with Super Nintendo and Virtual Boy, right?
Yeah.
What a concept.
Yeah, Virtual Boy. One of
On
its only games, of course, is Waterworld. But this is better than that.
Yeah,
This is
you can see
Bloodwake.
water. Yeah. Yeah, this is not offensive to me. This looks kind of fun actually.
It is.
It's multiplayer or not?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's totally fun, dude.
So you picked.
I
this
actually
up,
have
right?
a copy of this. Yes.
Okay, I figured. So you have a copy of this in your hopes for a Waterworld sequel, but you do not have Arctic Thunder.
Well, I have it on PS2, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
hated it
but
on
it's
there.
Terrible, yeah.
And now I'm like, maybe I should get the Xbox version.
But this is an Xbox exclusive.
That is, yeah, Microsoft first party.
Wow. Okay. Huh.
So-
Wildwood.
This is the kind of stuff they were doing at the time.
Well, that speaks to them though, because I kind of like this era a lot. PS2, Xbox, GameCube. In fact,
I know,
you
yeah.
just kind of get any kinds of games.
Yeah, you
Like,
didn't-
You would not get this today.
No.
Maybe on Switch. Maybe.
From a small indie developer, maybe, but
Right.
you're not going to have a first party game where it's Bloodwake.
And we're not sighing because an indie developer would do it. We're
No,
sighing
no, no,
because
no,
the
no.
big companies wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
They wouldn't take the
exactly.
chance
No,
on this.
indie developers are our only hope for this kind of stuff.
Yes.
We're, so
Help me, indie developers. You're our only hope.
I love that this exists.
Yeah.
So
Even in its infamy, then, I guess, like today, we look back fondly at the fact that this could exist. I don't know what the reviews were at the time, but I'm guessing
they were middling to okay. I mean, it wasn't that well regarded, but it wasn't disliked, and I always thought it was fun.
Yeah.
And I was just fascinated because it was pixel shader water.
Oh yeah, you like the water.
Even though I agree, it looks a little bit soupy.
Yeah.
Or just kind of weird.
It looks thick.
I would say that Wave Race Blue Storm and even maybe the N64... Well, the problem with the N64 game is the water's only drawn directly around you.
That's true. But
And it breaks apart in high resolution.
yes, but you don't notice that when you played it, though.
Blue Storm, though, that had excellent water.
Yeah.
But this is fine. This is...
It's fine.
It's
It
still
just-
cool.
It looks too much like a surface
But anyway.
rather than water.
Which it is.
Which, yes.
So that's Bloodwake. Let's see if I can actually
Yeah.
leave... exit demo.
They did include that.
Look at this. Captain 30 Ferocious Gunboat. Oh, here we go. Back to the menu. I love they have this whole 3D menu, by the way. A 60 FPS like demo menu.
Yeah, but this is part of the demo experience. We talked about this with Demo 1, right?
That's right.
Where, like, this whole, like, presentation of the
It's
product.
part of the fun.
Yeah.
So, let's see what else we got.
Lots of NHL.
How about Mad Dash Racing? Are you ready for this?
I've never heard of it, but I'm ready.
See, this is you're an extremely knowledgeable fellow when it comes to video games, of course.
Yeah.
And that's why we get along so well. But this is like your blind spot.
The biggest, because I just never had it, and I didn't
Right.
pay attention. I mean, Dead or Alive 3, I wanted it. Orta, I really wanted,
Right.
but there wasn't enough for me, so I never picked it up.
Check it out.
Wow.
Look who this is.
Okay. Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah.
That is a late ass logo. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I'm seeing.
So, contrary to
anthropomorphic-
internet wisdom, I actually did I love the Xbox back in the day.
Yeah,
I actually
yeah.
had them all, and this one, this is a game that I actually always had some fun with. Let's see here.
It's animals with attitude talking. I
Yes,
never really liked those games.
but it's a
John.
racing game.
Oh, okay. Is it wacky?
Yeah.
So it's like a wacky.
Look, press
CGP?
X to do stunts in the air and power sliders while turning.
Ooh, so it's kind of like Sega Racing Transformed.
So
Oh,
check
no.
this out. This game is cool.
Wait, they're not on vehicles.
No,
It's a running game?
it's a running game.
Oh, Mad Dash?
Yes. Now you get
Oh,
it.
no. So this is like the sequel that Sonic Racing wish it had.
Yes, exactly. Look at this. This is better than Sonic R. It's more controllable.
So yeah, I'm actually fairly impressed by the environments here. These stages are fairly like big and like alive. Huh.
It's not bad looking, right?
No, not at all.
So obviously they're trying for 60 and it kind of gets there, but also a little bit of slowdown here as you can see, but still.
So
It's good. Oh, I shouldn't.
No. How was the 60 frames per second situation on Xbox? You who played this much?
Overall, it was pretty good, I would say.
Okay.
Not quite PS2 level, and the reason PS2 had so many 60 FPS games is actually down to image quality because they would use the field rendered mode a lot.
Right.
And Xbox was all about 480p and everything. But there's actually a lot of 60 FPS games on here as well. It's just for the higher detail, bigger stuff like Halo and everything, where obviously it's not going to be, and it wouldn't be in any of these platforms, obviously. But there was still plenty to go around, especially from Japanese developers.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of Japanese games on the Xbox.
Yeah, that's something we discussed a lot off camera, and like I've come to discover is like there's tons of Japanese games on the system.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good machine for that.
Especially like Sega, you have a lot of Hudson at some point.
Mm-hmm,
There's some Japanese wrestling games. Yeah, it's very interesting, and I just never paid attention to it. I was never against it. I was never like a console boy, like in the sense that like I took this console and didn't care about
Right.
But it was just like I didn't see the games I wanted for it. And
No, I
until
understand.
much later. Now, Outrun 2, Coast to Coast.
Yep.
These kinds of games.
Did you ever play Indiana Jones on the Xbox?
No, I did not.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite Indiana Jones games.
I think we just announced a new DFR play at some point then.
I think so.
An Indiana Jones episode might be fun. But for now, we're playing... Oh, so this just slows you down, huh?
No, but the water's down there, look.
Oh, okay.
So if you take the water, you're
So
slow
you have
too.
to spin the...
Spin the right stick.
So it's integrating different types of controls
Yeah.
in the mid-race. That's interesting.
Ooh, dang it.
And you have weapons and such too, I assume?
Not so much.
So can you name other running racers for me? Can you name 3?
No.
Okay. So
Well, I mean, I can name Sonic R.
okay. Well,
I can name this. But 3? There's got to be another one.
So on Super Nintendo, there's Turbo Tunes, which is
Okay.
a European exclusive with the Hanna-Barbera characters.
I've not played this.
On PlayStation 1, there is the L'Arc en Ciel game
Okay.
with the band, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
The very catchy band, actually, with Hide as the vocalist, and then Pepsi Man,
Oh, yeah. That's less of a racing game, but
True.
I know what you mean.
a running game.
Yeah.
There was also like the Tasmania game on 16 bits. I think was also sort of like a run hybrid kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Look how big this level is, though, by the way.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
not laps. Like,
Oh,
You
so
want
it's a
to-
run to the finish.
yeah, you're just doing this big adventure race where there's
Huh.
just so much stuff to see. It's like a big obstacle course.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in this game, to be quite honest.
And there we go. Win. Just like the game. This game is full of win.
I don't know, like the character designs leave a little bit to be desired, but
I agree.
this looked fun.
It's fun.
So far, all wins, even Bloodwake.
Yeah.
We're back to the main menu here. Another interesting thing here, though. Well, not here, but there are like features and stuff on the disc. That's another thing I miss. It's just
I agree.
about like a curated experience. You know, you put a disc in. There's things to explore within the disc, but you have time, you have space to check it all out. We had 1 month per issue, you know.
How about this one?
What was this? Yeah, this I heard about. Is this any good? I mean, this
it's okay.
is a console. It wasn't console exclusive. This was on GameCube and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Cell damage. So this was all about cell animation, huh? Or cell shading.
Yeah. Let's see how it looks. Oh, not Wildwoody. I'm disappointed.
With music by the Bygone Dogs. Yeah, this looks... cell shaded games are interesting to me now because they really do look great. But it really comes down to the art direction. Like, if the art isn't good, it looks really bad.
Yeah, exactly.
The TMNT games of this era looks very good.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
This looks suitably cartoony, actually.
Yeah. They did on Dreamcast, was that Looney Tunes racer that was cell shaded, right?
Yep. They sure did.
That was pretty good, too.
Woo!
So this is basically Twisted Metal-ish game with cell shading.
Correct.
Okay. So we've had Twisted Metal with boats.
Yep.
We've had...
Twisted Metal with tunes.
Twisted Metal with tunes. We've had Road Rash with snow speeders.
Oh yeah, that's right, with snow speeders. We had Road Rash on foot.
Yes. So Dreamcast. Xbox just makes your dream come true.
It does. Look at that, man. But anyway.
Yeah, I think we've seen this type of game enough. Oh yeah, I remember that cover.
Yeah.
2001. Man, this is an old disc.
It is. But now I feel like you need to experience something not so good. Since you are a fan of the CDI.
Okay. We're going there.
So it only makes sense that you get to see this, and I hope you're ready.
Okay.
So this game was much maligned, shall we say, because it was hyped up as like a big exclusive.
Okay.
But in reality,
I can't even read that logo.
well,
Adrenim? Oh boy.
look at this.
So what's the name of this game?
Azuric.
Azuric. I never heard of it. Oh. Oh no. It's like Avatar fanfiction.
Before Avatar.
Okay. I guess Avatar is a fanfiction of Azuric.
Azuric, Rise of Parathia.
Wow, okay. So type of game is like character action game?
Yes.
Okay. That's
actually
horrible.
Welcome to the training arena. To end your
even
training.
the font's bad.
Much maligned, you said.
Yeah, this is not a well-regarded game.
Okay.
Also, the analog stick is reversed.
Oh. You don't like that, do you?
No. Maybe you can change it though.
Maybe.
So
you just have to buy the full
you
game.
see this the animation and like everything. It feels very janky.
This feels like a mid-tier PC game to me.
Yeah.
Something you would find like in the shop in a German Mediamarkt for like 10 Deutsche Mark.
I agree. I actually I own this.
The Diluvians were one
It's
of
okay.
the elements.
You can admit it now.
Terrestrial forces with
Did you buy it full price?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Azuric,
I definitely did not.
Diluvians were one
So, do you know anything about what caused people to do this to us? Like, was it just like a European developed game?
I
or-
don't remember all the details about it. I just know that there was a few games early on that were not well received. That the first year had some pretty gnarly releases like this, but things kind of came together after that.
It was also that Obi-Wan game we
Yeah,
talked
that's
about
a
lately.
bad one too.
It's a pretty bad one. Though I kind of like it for
globes.
wrong reasons.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, it just keeps popping up stuff on your screen.
Fighting like insects.
So this would have been their kind of answer to Zelda at the time.
Diluvians were
Yeah. Yeah, that's the answer to Zelda.
Xbox makes your dream come true.
Man, yeah. Wow, I haven't played this in so long.
And it will be even longer till next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the... I mean, because this looks awfully generic to me.
It is.
Look at that. Just look at how he floats. This has to be Dutch.
It might be Dutch. In reference to the CDI, of course. I've had enough of that.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
But you do own a copy of it, you say?
I do.
Okay.
I played more of it back a long time ago, but
Did you finish it?
no,
Okay.
I'm not a masochist here. So
Or export easy.
they actually had their own first-party sports games.
Oh.
Let's try
So what?
4x4
It
Evo
says
2.
RP. What was
Ratings
that?
pending.
Oh, I see. God games.
Tournament reality, yeah. So these games were interesting. I think this was also on other consoles, including Dreamcast.
Huh.
But maybe not 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
But this was around. These games were not too bad from what I remember.
It's always been interesting to me the whole Xbox 3 like Sega overlap that happened with like you had Shenmue, Orta. There was attempts of doing Rent the Hero of all games.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think leaked recently, the translation of that. So yeah, sort of like a pseudo Dreamcast 2 situation, I guess.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Which yeah, I mean, for anyone who's like me, I mean the amount of games you can get on the Xbox from Japan is pretty staggering. You
It
know?
really is, I agree.
And a lot of them really cool concepts that
Mhm.
aren't on other consoles. So it's sort of surprising to me that, I mean, obviously you were in Japan when they launched 360. Was
360,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. So you have a little bit more. I came a little bit later.
They really tried during that generation,
I think Microsoft always have tried to kind of get the Xbox over there.
except for during, I think on Xbox One they didn't even bother.
Oh, they didn't bother on that one.
Barely, basically. And I mean, the Xbox One launch was notoriously bad. But they've, that was the dark period. Every console manufacturer has to go through that, I think.
I suppose so. I know now, just from personal experience, talking to some of the localization team at Xbox, they are trying very hard right now with the Series X and Series S in Japan.
That's good.
And they're actually making a little bit of a splash there.
Yeah, I've
Series
heard
S,
it's selling a lot better than the Xbox One ever did.
yeah. So who knows? I mean, the key there now is to curate developers. I mean, because selling the consoles is one thing, but they need the games, right? So we'll see
Absolutely.
what happens in a year. This is a cool game, though. I like these kind of
Yeah, it's-
arcade racers.
It's perfectly fun.
Where are the arcade racers now? We've
It's
kind
not
of-
many.
Well,
Cruisin' Blast,
Cruisin' Blast is awesome.
it's one of the few.
I love that game.
But yeah, sadly, arcade races have kind of disappeared.
Yeah, but there was quite a few of them during this era.
Oh yeah,
This being one of them.
and lots of different types too. Like this is obviously more the 4x4 off-road kind of stuff with these like hilly tracks and, well, not that I would describe this as hilly because you're racing on a beach, but
Sandy.
it's sandy.
Yeah, this isn't bad at all. I mean, you kind of have to be into this, but I like arcade racers way
Oops.
more than simulation.
Oh, there's a third-person view.
It was interesting you could see
Whoa.
so far.
Look at
ahead.
this
Look
one.
at this. Drawing pretty far out here.
Now it's almost like a top-down game.
Yes.
Well, how strange. The Rally Sport games on Xbox were really good, by the way.
Oh,
Rally
right.
Sport 1 and 2, Rally Sport Challenge, that was done by DICE.
Oh, wow.
And they're really, really solid. Beautiful games.
Kind of wish DICE made different kinds of games again.
I sure do. I do not love Battlefield.
I do not either.
Don't care. But their tech is great. And yeah, they've done some amazing stuff over the years. Oh,
Oh, Collision.
but anyway, let's go check out the features real quick.
Yeah.
Before we polish this off.
Yeah, this is really fun. What was the... Well, this loads. What's kind of... If someone says demo disc to you, what's kind of the demo disc that always comes to mind? Do you have like one that sticks out to you?
Definitely.
Is it this one?
No, it's the Digital Pictures demo disc with Maximum Surge.
Maximum Surge on
A
it.
playable version of an unreleased game,
From Digital Pictures,
which
no less.
we got to do sometime.
Yes, absolutely.
What's extra content?
When it seems
It's Hunter the Reckoning.
It's Microsoft ads?
Oh,
Let's see what this is about.
when it seems like
All for
is
Halo.
lost,
is this actual television ads then?
I don't know.
outnumbered, overpowered,
Yeah, it looks
and
like
they've got
it.
you cornered. That's when you realize
This is something that we've been pretty into lately, because I've been getting a lot of laser discs and such with TV commercials for games, movies, these kinds of things. And man, a lot of this have not been well preserved.
No.
But here we have Halo. This is totally a TV commercial.
Okay, what's this one? Oh,
Whoa!
Dead or Alive 3.
I only play for the fight.
Oh no!
This is pretty good video quality, actually.
Yeah, look at this.
Full frame rate and everything.
Man, who would want to watch just two dudes talking about playing video games?
Oh,
She kicks high.
This is a good commercial, though.
T for team.
Was there Aerosmith in this one?
no.
Too?
Like, I think that came in the remake of 2.
Oh,
Oh, here we
Do you
go.
go for style or do you go for speed?
what's this?
That's your decision, love.
Do you reckon? Oh, this is Gotham Racing.
Yep.
You recognize all these racing games by just looking at the car.
I
I'm
know,
always
yeah.
amazed by this when we were watching stuff and you see a glimpse of a car. It's not just that you know the car. You know exactly which game it is
Oh, yeah.
because you know how they rendered that specific car.
Exactly.
It is a skill.
That's a pretty good one. Oh, there it goes.
I'm loving this. This is an awesome feature. Oh, this is Abe game.
Oh yeah, Oddworld. Munch's Odyssey. Which I actually like this game as well. It's pretty good. This was a launch title for the Xbox.
So this was good?
Yeah, I like this one a lot. And they actually did an HD version, which is great.
I've only played the PlayStation 1 games of this. And that one you showed me, that remake, or the new one that came out
Oh,
fairly
yeah.
recently. We played at E3.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Oh man, what's this?
It's gonna be amped.
How was that?
Oh, it's actually pretty good, the amped series. And the second one supports like 720p, and the third one is like insane. It's basically a comedy game with snowboarding.
So they took like an SSX approach with that one then?
I would say they went in a very different direction.
Okay.
It's weird, but I love it.
Oh man.
Wow, is this gonna be their sports series, NFL Fever,
Yeah, you said
2002?
they had their own first party.
Yeah.
Okay.
They tried at first. First party sports games, if outside of like MLB the Show, I think they're pretty much gone.
Yeah.
It's just mostly like EA.
This is sharp though. Look at this.
This is cool to see.
Yeah, I love the fact that we
There
can
we go.
actually watch those. Yeah.
Um,
Reckoning. Features.
cheers.
Xbox Unleashed making of the Thing trailer. That's the game, I suppose, that came out on PS2 as well.
Yeah, I assume.
So I love
Yeah.
the movie, and this game was actually not terrible. I like this game.
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah. There's a lot of heart in this one.
Yeah.
Some interesting ideas.
It's better than the Thing remake / prequel that they made for cinemas.
Oh yeah.
Group of recruits going into
Oh.
Antarctica to discover
Oh wow, look at
the
this.
original people there and discovering a lot of chaos and horror along the way.
What the hell happened here?
You, as the player, come to the game with no knowledge of what happened before, and you have to figure out what's going on, what's killing all your men, and get out of there alive.
Oh my god.
Do you have any insight into like the Xbox SDK at all? Was it easy to use?
I think it was easy to use. It was basically a PC,
Yeah.
DirectX and everything. Hence Xbox,
Ah, so
the
that's-
Direct Xbox.
Is that really what it comes from?
I believe so.
Oh wow. I thought it was just like X because of the exports and all that stuff.
Look at all this.
Look at his shirt.
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So yeah, this was just sort of a fun little trip into the world of demo discs.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
So
And this actually proved the point of the demo disc because there's several games I might be picking up based on just
Yeah.
us playing it here.
absolutely, like Bloodwake.
Like Bloodwake, that's the first one, right on eBay. But I do definitely think that if people had demo discs laying around at home, you should definitely pop them in again, see what's there.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see more demo disc plays like this, I have a ton
You
for
have a
all
closet
sorts of
full.
systems. I got a lot of demo discs.
PC, PS2,
Xbox, even GameCube.
Yeah,
I
there
have
was a
some
few
demo
of those.
discs. Yeah, so and PS1 of course, and Sega Saturn even.
That
So
would be interesting.
lots of demo discs
Do you
to
have
go
the
around.
bootleg sampler?
I do,
Ooh,
of
might
course.
be a good one.
But I guess that's probably gonna do it for now.
Yeah,
that was
thanks.
fun.
This is
So
awesome.
I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of trip down the demo disc memory lane. And if you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching.